Good evening, everyone. My name is Daphne Mayweather, and today I'm going to be doing a presentation on policy implications impacting parental involvement in education. Schools have policies in place for several reasons. One one reason may be to establish rules and regulations, to guide behavior, to promote a safe school environment for students and teachers, or just to help create a productive learning environment. What is a policy? According to the Cambridge English Dictionary, a policy is a set of ideas or a plan of what to do in particular situations that has been agreed to officially by a group of people. Policies help schools establish rules and procedures and create standards of quality for learning and safety, as well as expectations and accountability. Throughout my presentation, I'm going to talk about the different policy and how they suggest needs for change. What is the implication? Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines implications as something that is implied or something that's just suggested. Implications are a good way to help schools plan and implement rules and procedures based on the conclusions that are suggested, but not outright stated. This will help them create standards of quality for learning and safety, as well as expectations and accountability. I will discuss the following existing policies and the impact that they have on parental involvement in education, also current and proposed policy impacts, policy suggestions, and resources. Existing policies. Parental involvement has to be encouraged in order for a child to succeed in the classroom. In order for a child to achieve their goals, let's look at some of the existing policies. Elementary and Secondary Education Act was signed into law in 1965 by President Lyndon B. Johnson. It was the nation's national education law. It was a long-standing commitment to equal opportunity for all students. It provided federal grants to states' educational agencies to improve the quality of elementary and secondary education. This law was amended in 2015 by President Barack Obama, renaming it the Every Student Succeed Act. And here's another one of our existing policies. You probably remember hearing about this one, the No Child Left Behind Act of 2002. This act represented a huge step forward for our nation's children in many respects, particularly where students were making progress and where they needed additional support, regardless of their race, income, disability, zip code, language, and background. It was scheduled for revision in 2007, but seemed unworkable for schools and educators. Another policy that we have in place is called the Every Student Succeeds Act. This is the act that was put in place by President Obama in 2015. This act built on making key areas for progress, such as efforts of the educators, communities, parents, and students across the country. The law helps with advancing equity by upholding critical protections for Americans disadvantaged. All students in America should be taught into high academic standards that will prepare them for success in college and careers. This act also helps support and grow local innovations. The Every Student Succeed Act also maintains an expectation that there will be accountability and action to affect positive change in our lowest performing schools. Example, our high school graduation rates are continuing to grow and dropout rates are decreasing due to this act. The act provides a firm foundation and expansion for improving students' outcomes. A current policy impacting parental involvement in education is known as the Parent-Family Involvement Policy. It's a policy that is established in all school settings for creating a climate conducive to effective engagement, partnership, and implementation. The board acknowledges the importance of administrative leadership at all levels, including its own. Therefore, the Department of Education at all schools must establish an organizational culture through practices and programs that build and sustain positive and engaged relationships with families and communities through 6 standards. One, welcoming all families into the school community, and two, communicating effectively. Three, supporting student access. Four, speaking up for every child. Five, sharing power. Six, engaging, partnering with the community. Now I'm going to speak to you about one of the current and proposed policy in particular, and it's the House Bill 1001 Act. It introduces a portion of the parental involvement in the K-12 Education Act that was shut down in 2015. The bill was passed 7 to 5 in the Colorado House Education Committee. The act required employers to allow workers to take up to 18 hours of unpaid leave during the academic year in increments of up to 3 hours to attend parent-teacher conferences or meetings related to special education services, interventions, dropout prevention, attendance, truants, or discipline issues. Representative Janet Buckner believes there are certain areas where government should help with, and parental involvement is one of them. She stated, I do feel that every parent should be able to leave work to go to their kids' academic activities. The bill will allow for change in other states to see the benefits of parental involvement. Policy suggestions. These are ways that schools can engage parents, families, and communities. First, we have hiring and training school liaisons that know the community's language and cultural backgrounds to bridge the gap between teachers and parents. Educators can develop a plan at the district level with the objectives to hire school liaisons. Educators must meet the needs of students as a whole, which includes everyone who is in close contact with the child daily, such as parents, caregivers, family members, and communities. Hiring school liaisons will be a great way to address many of the challenges parents face with getting involved in their child's school educational activities. Next, they can offer training for parents such as effective communication and partnering skills. Many families and educators indicate that language barriers may be a challenge for non-volunteer parents who only speak their native language. Studies also indicate language barriers as one of the biggest challenges students, parents, and educators face when communicating. By offering training for parents in communication and partnering skills, this could lead to more parents getting involved in their child's academic education. Then, through the development of family-friendly policies and regulations, for example, leave of absence for parents and caregivers to participate in school-related activities. Educational institutions and business should work together to design family-friendly policies and laws. A family-friendly policy is a great suggestion because it addresses the issue of work obligations contributing to non-volunteer parents' absence. Work obligations are on record as being reported as reasons why some parents say they are not able to attend school activities. Family-friendly policies and laws will allow parents, caregivers, and family members to have time set aside to use for their child's educational needs or in school activities without being reprimanded. Parents should be applauded for exercising their parental rights, not chastised. My last suggestion is to provide professional development on family and community engagement for school faculties. This suggestion focuses mainly on educators and faculty staff members. Educating and faculty staff members and educators with families and communities is a great way to help educators make a positive effort in reaching out to their family so that everyone involved will have a better understanding of what is necessary to support the child academically. Um, I have two great examples. One is the Parent Teacher Home Visit Project. It's a great program that made the connection between school, home, and communities. It's located in Sacramento, California, and it's a partnership between the Sacramento City Teachers Association and the school district. Started back in 1998, it was a team of teachers and parents who visited students and families at their home. It helped to build trusting relationship between the parents and the teachers. It allowed the teachers to share a learning tool with the parents to help the child succeed, and in return, it helps improve the child's academic achievements. And then there's the Chicago Parent Center located in Chicago, Illinois. Much like the Poplarville Family Resource Center. It offers the use of free resource tools for anyone living in the school district. Its policy centers around parent participation for child's academic success and social development outside of the classroom walls. It is successful results reducing the dropout rate. Each year parents participate in this program, there is an increase in children graduating. 60% increase when parents took part in the program. Over a 6-year period, more than 80% graduated from high school compared with 38% of students whose parents didn't participate. Because there's no one-size-fits-all policy, there's always going to be roadblocks that may present a challenge for some non-volunteer parents. This is why I want to introduce resources that parents can take advantage of that can help them actively participate in their child's education outside of the classroom walls. We have the Poplarville Family Resource Center. In your area, it may be called just the Family Resource Center or Resource Center. The Poplarville School District is passionate about the success of children, parents, families, and the community. Poplarville School District members pre-K to adult are invited to come and take advantage of the free material, equipment, and services provided below, such as computer usage with internet access, DVD and books rental, AR testing, handheld road reading consoles, and game rentals like the LeapPad and GeoSafari. They have a printer and copy machine that's free for you to use. And it's a great way for you to come out and bond with your child outside of the school walls and actively participate in their education. Other resource agencies include the Pearl River Community College, which is a public institution committed to providing quality education and service opportunity for all who seek them. We have the Poplarville Head Start Center. It's a program that's now on the MAP and Mississippi Action for Progress. It's community-based child development and family services program for primarily preschool children of low-income families. To find out more about them, you can go to the website www.mapheadstart.org. Then we have the Poplarville, Mississippi Public Library, Pearl River County Library System. They support people in communities of Pearl River County by providing services such as technology, reading, and reference materials, and listening to patrons' needs and concerns. And they also have a website, www.pearlriver.live.mississippi.us/. Along with the library, we have the health department. It's the Pearl River County Health Department. It's Mississippi State Department of Health. This clinic offers provided services such as health checkups, immunization, and children and family health services and issues. And they also have a website, www.msdh.mississippi.gov. Other resources include the Poplarville School District Handbook. Poplarville School District is a public school district located in Poplarville, Mississippi. Students grades K through 12. They provide a list of telephone numbers, hotline listings, and website listings for the parents, students, and family members of the Poplarville School District. We have the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, which is also known as the FERPA. It's a website featuring the federal law and grants privacy rights to students regarding their educational records. And their website is listed below. The Poplarville Department of Education is a resource toolkit developed by district and school leaders to help communicate with parents and students, which can be personalized to meet the needs of individuals about Mississippi diploma and endorsement options. And my last resource includes the Internet Access. It's the Pearl River County Department of Human Services, a program ran by the state that distributes assistance to help low-income or no-income individuals and families apply for benefits, also known as the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Act. You may apply in person or online at https://foodstampsoffice.com. In my presentation, I discussed three existing policies. The Elementary and Secondary Act of 1965, signed in by Lyndon B. Johnson. The Every Student Succeed Act of 2015, signed by President Barack Obama, which is an amended version of the Elementary and Secondary Act. The No Child Left Behind Act of 2002. I also discussed a current policy, the Parent and Family Involvement Policy, as well as a proposed act, the House Bill 1001. I discussed policy suggestions and I explained their importance. I ended my presentation with valuable resource tools to take advantage of to become an active participant in your child's education outside the classroom walls. We must remember this: policies will change with time, but one thing that must maintain constant is our parental involvement in our child's education.